Well, hello and welcome back to my channel, everybody. If you guys are new here, my name is Nush and I make reactions here on YouTube. And today we're going to be continuing on our Eurovision 2024 series that will be held in the city of Malmö, Sweden on the 7th till the 11th of May. And as we have had all 37 songs come out, and also I have given you my top 15 songs and some honorable mentions, it is now that time where I and Oz give you our predictions for this year's semi-finals. Semi-final 1 is going ahead on the 7th of May, and the second semi-final is going ahead 2 days later on the 9th, and the final, of course, is going to be on the 11th. There's going to be 15 songs participating in this, and there's only 10 songs going forward to the final on Saturday, the 11th of May. And we are starting with the first semi-final, which was the semi-final of death, but we will get into that. I feel like things have kind of changed since then, especially going on to semi-final 2. We're about to go on Zoom and discuss this now. And again, I'm so sad that we're probably going to lose some of these songs. It is going to be a bit of a bloodbath, but I am so ready for it. Is that dark of me to say? Maybe a little bit. If you want to see semi-final 2, go click on Oz's channel below in the description. You'll get to see that after this one is out. And yeah, why don't we get into this? But before we do so, please do not forget to like and subscribe to my channel over here. That is very important. Clicking that notification bell so you don't miss any of my videos. And if you'd like to follow me over on Instagram, it is Nush101. Me and Oz are back at our annual semi-final predictions for Eurovision 2024.
Here we are. Can you believe that this is our 4th time doing this?
I know. What?
4 Eurovision seasons. I still remember the first time that we met on Zoom again.
I'm in America still. Otherwise, I would be doing this with Oz. And we will be doing, we did say, we're going to be doing one in person probably in Malmö, I reckon.
In Malmö, because we're going to be together.
Yeah. So, where do we even begin with this semi-final? I don't even know. It is a very tricky one. For me personally, I thought this was the stronger one until recently. Now I'm starting to think they're both equally pretty strong. Although Oz, I think this is your stronger one, right?
Yeah, for me, semi-final 1 is a bloodbath. I really had quite a tough time deciding who are my qualifiers, alongside like trying to actually disqualify a few countries from this list was quite difficult, because I actually do like the competition going on in the first semifinal. Like in the second semifinal, I think it's a little bit more predictable for me, but this one, like we will be traumatized by the results.
I just want to say a little disclaimer. Me and Oz are giving not what we necessarily want, but what we think as well is realistically going to qualify.
Absolutely.
So if we haven't had these in our tops, our top 15, or if we haven't talked about these songs in our personal matter being our favorites, this is a complete prediction video. To be honest, we were pretty much the same with these.
Yeah, absolutely. I think like apart from just a few comments, we are very much on. We usually agree all the time by them. Like every single year when we do this, we have the same agreements, apart from maybe 1 or 2 countries that come up with some question marks.
Yeah, there really isn't a lot that we disagree on, to be honest.
Imagine we disagreed with all of them. That would be so difficult.
It'd be drama then.
Yeah.
It'd be drama. Might be more interesting.
Might be more interesting, actually. Let's try to disagree a little bit more, maybe. Okay, so we are starting with the first half, obviously, and the first half starts with the one and only Ukraine. Mama Teresa, Maria. I can go forever. Like I was a little bit like worried if the song got lost along the way, because it was one of the early songs in the game. But to be honest, it just takes me a second or two when I listen to it. I'm like, this is epic, spiritual. I am still a big fan, as much as I was on the first day. Qualify.
Agreed with everything you just said there. Like, Ukraine is a stronghold in this contest, so for them to not have a qualifying song is kind of out the question. Like even Torchy, the revamp was 10 times better, yes. But was it on this level of this song? No. And that qualified. So that's saying something, but also I think this is it could be a potential top 5 song. It's that strong, in my
A-
opinion.
Absolutely agree.
I
Absolutely agree.
I love the voices, the combination with the rap.
So
So
good.
good.
And
So
I'm not a big rap fan, but this one,
neither. Neither am I, and this works. We do
seriously.
have a couple rap songs in this year's contest that just really work. There's a lot of genre bending in general.
Exactly. Absolutely. We have
Gibros. I am in the middle with this song. I do love it. I was judging it quite a bit because I want Cyprus to do amazingly. I think that this will qualify, but I do think that Cyprus is kind of stuck in this rut of sending the same girl ballad pop numbers that don't have as much substance as, for instance, Greece's song this year does. Like it has the culture in there, and this song doesn't really have much of that in it. Apart from the music video, it was this fresh off the boat. It's still a really good song. And I
yeah.
think Celia Capsis is an amazing performer, and I think she is going to give us some surprises on stage. So she'll give us that choreo that people are craving in a dance break and all that stuff. So it is going to be good for some people, but I don't think it's going to do as well as previous years in for Cyprus.
I absolutely agree. I mean, let's accept after Chanel, or maybe like Ferreira, let's go even like backwards. We always need a dance break on Eurovision. Like we need these people. And I think Celia, in that sense, will be doing that fan service. But my worry is that does it go beyond fan service? So like I think what you said is quite right in terms of like sending the popular sort of structures each year. But
Yeah.
I think she is the dancer of the season, like the young dancer thing. So in that sense, that trademark will definitely help her. I like her so much. I
I know
interviewed
you
her. She's the
interviewed her. I saw it.
sweetest creature in the whole universe. And
She's
like
so young.
so she's 17.
That's mad. This is gonna qualify because, and also the Cypriot diaspora does help as well.
Yeah.
Okay, Poland. What did we say?
I love Luna. I love this song. It just, like I said, next to these acts, I have a feeling that this may not qualify.
I know, and I agree. I really like this song, and I love Luna. And I was playing this a lot until the other songs started coming out, and I'm like, okay, this has started being it's going down on my playlist. I think again, going back to that, we need a bit more culture thing. This year, a lot of the countries are sending songs that have that sound from that
Yeah.
country, and unfortunately, however radio friendly this is, which I think it might do,
Rosa.
Snap
Yeah.
didn't do so well in Eurovision, but
But
then afterwards it went viral. I feel like this could do that. It could, because it is very like good for like TikTok and all that stuff. Like it's got that sound, but unfortunately for this contest, I just don't see it standing out enough unless we have a crazy staging and it's really eye-catching. But off the get-go, I think we're saying no, unfortunately.
Absolutely. It's incredibly radio friendly. I think it's a tune, but like in terms of getting the attention of the voters, yeah, we need something very unexpected on stage. Maybe it's gonna happen. I don't
Yeah,
know.
only time will tell. And once we see those rehearsals, things will start,
Oh my God. Yeah.
which hopefully we get to see. Okay, let's move on to Serbia. I'm not gonna sing, actually. That's your job. You do that.
I won't even attempt. I mean, it's her song, top five, top three material. It's incredibly captivating. And I'm saying this as a, like I'm not a big fan of ballads, as you
Yeah,
know.
yeah, neither am
But
I.
it is a really good song. And also, like the music video is incredible. The staging in the national finals was incredible. I'm expecting 100% qualifier.
I agree. I don't see how this wouldn't qualify. Like it just has all the elements. We don't have a lot of ballads this year, so this will stand out on that aspect. In this semi as well, I think this is the strongest ballad. It's got a catchy element to it. She looks incredible. She stands out in that. And yeah, that staging,
Yeah.
amazing. Especially because it's sandwiched between Poland and Lithuania.
Placement of Serbia is incredibly lucky, by the way. Like it will just bring this freshness. It has got that wowing factor, which will work.
100%.
Next up, for me, another qualifier. We've got Lithuania. One of the signature tunes
Yeah.
of the season for me. Like Lithuania really knows how to bring the talent and the fun
Mhm.
and like unforgettable Eurovision memories. And I think in that sense, we have got another iconic
Yeah.
performer in our hands. Qualifier.
Yeah, I think this is going to qualify too. I would be surprised if something were to go wrong because we've seen his performance live anyway a couple times. Like we know he's got it in him, and that staging is really incredible. I mean, it was actually one of my favorite stagings until we got Sweden. It's very radio friendly, and yeah, 100% qualifier.
Next up, we have got Croatia. I am definitely think is not going to qualify.
Oh, go
Oh,
away.
it's so bad. Like, I mean, Croatia, really? Guys, hello. Saw a meme of baby lasagna doing the Titanic pose with Karia.
I think Karia got a lot of messages after this came out being
Yeah.
like, this is like your song. And he said similar vibe, but not the same song, but it's banging or something. I can't remember exactly what he said.
Croatia is gonna like bring that sort of like redemption, like avenge Finland from last year.
Karia's a
And
vengeance.
I stream the song all the time. I think it's an incredibly theatrical performance. The music video slays. We're in for a treat, and this will be a huge amount of televotes. Like the televotes
Mm.
be like pouring in.
I'd be surprised if this isn't a winner for the televotes, if it's
I
perfected
definitely feel like
the
it's
way that it's going. This is 100% going to qualify though, and it could potentially win the whole contest. So, do we even really need to say more? No. Okay, let's move on to Ireland.
Yeah, I mean, to be honest, I never felt like this song was gonna be like a huge thing this season because like back in the day I was like, oh my God, what's going on? But to be honest, I just love that we've got this quirky gothic, a bit like satanic
It is satanic. There's no
like
question about that.
situation going on. Like, I mean, to be honest, it's Eurovision. Like, we cannot always talk about incredible orchestrations and instrumentals and vocals. We need theatricality. And I think in that sense, Ireland is giving us that. In this semi-final, we don't have anything like this going on. I mean, is there? I don't think so.
No,
Ireland is like one.
Slovenia is the only other witch.
Yeah, but like I think like Ireland is quite one of a kind, and in that sense, I feel like we do have a qualifier.
This isn't my favorite song, but the way that it is perceived and
Yeah.
the way that everyone's loving, and the fact that Ireland has a song that is so out the box, I'm pretty sure this is going to qualify. All right. So in this first one for second half of first semi-final, well, that's a long sentence, is Slovenia.
Slovenia is also bringing something incredibly nourishing and different this year. I'm a fan, and like thinking about the odds and possibilities, this is a qualifier.
I think it's going to qualify because I
Mhm.
know how much everyone likes it. I just don't remember the song apart from the like that's the only bit that I remember. And I do know though that they're going to put together an amazing staging with this. So it's going to be more for me a visual experience than a sonic experience. Is that a
Sonic
word? Did I
experience.
just make that up?
Yeah, I love it. Sonic experience.
Okay, next.
Next up, we've got Iceland. Was it like that?
Yeah, because
It's
it sounds like Baby I'm Sorry by Demi
It
Lovato.
sounds like so many other songs. Like there is a lot of influences going on in that song. I don't know who the producers are, but honey, you must be loving your pop tunes. It's a shame because I love Iceland as a good player on Eurovision. Like I think, they always bring really good talent. And I think like her Bjork is like an
The
extreme,
icon.
yeah, amazing singer, and like her range is incredible. It's just the song. It just does not go
Yeah.
anywhere. It's quite Eurovision, but I think it's Eurovision 2001, not contemporary.
Yeah. Well, did you like her other song in 2012 more?
Yes.
Yeah, I did as well.
Yeah,
I think that
yeah.
it was for its time and it just made sense. Whereas
Um,
this one doesn't quite hit for me. So I
Neither.
think we both have said this is a non-qualifier this year,
Ah,
unfortunately.
sorry.
Yeah, I think that's quite realistic. And you know what? We might be very wrong. Who knows what's going to actually happen? But
It might be.
next is Finland.
Oh my God, Windows 95.
No rules.
There's going to be a lot going on the stage. This one is going to be the party of the heat, like of this heat alongside Croatia. I think this is when people will be like,
But
"Oh
we've
my God,
got a lot of party this year. It's like non-stop party, to be quite
it
honest.
is! It's like bangers all along, and I love it. I love it. It's so good."
Those 3 hours at the final are going to go very, very quickly. Even these semi-finals are going to go very
Absolutely,
quickly. That's why you
absolutely.
need those sporadic ballads, because I feel
Yeah,
like you're going to just feel like,
have like a dopamine sort of like reset and just like
yeah, this is going to qualify. However much you don't like this song or not, I don't think this is a winning song, but it's going to qualify. So let us move on to the next country, and that is Portugal.
Portugal is bringing again the voice, the elegance, reminder that Eurovision is about culture and celebrating cultural heritage. Qualifier.com.
Yeah, I think this is going to definitely qualify. Again, it's another ballad that is breaking up the intensity of this. I think the staging is absolutely incredible. I think her
Hmm.
voice is good. Her look, everything about the outfits is just the synchronicity. I mean, it's not one I've been playing on repeat, but visually, again, I think this is a very, very strong song
Absolutely.
package. It's a strong package. That's probably
It
the
is a
best.
package. It comes as a package, indeed.
Go on to Luxembourg. The first
So
time
happy.
in
Yes, so
30
happy.
years, right?
Yes, so happy to
30?
have them back. I remember when we first got the news of Luxembourg coming back,
Wasn't
we
it
were
in Malmo when we found out? Wasn't it?
Liverpool. We were in Liverpool.
We're
We're gonna
going
be
to
we're
Malmo.
going to
Oh my
Malmo,
God,
Malmo
is
Nooch.
my brain actually okay?
I mean, who knows? Maybe we will actually get another country coming back for 2025, and we will
You
get
know
the
what?
news.
I wouldn't be surprised.
Maybe Turkey's coming back. Maybe
I
it's gonna
would.
happen. I don't know.
Do you know?
I don't know anything. Let's
Don't
move
do
on.
that to me.
Let's move on.
John, don't do keep secrets from me. Okay, yeah, let's move on. You can tell me later.
The song is great, and also I love that chorus. Like I love that chorus. Yeah, like it's so good. It's so catchy.
Tali's got an amazing voice. Her vocals are really
Yeah.
good. It's not doing too well on the odds though, is it? Though I did
No,
see
it's
that.
not. No.
Giving us a bit of that Luxembourgish and that. I mean, we've got French.
Uh,
They speak
uh,
French. Is it French and German? I mean, this does not matter. I'm just,
I cannot believe we're Googling that.
it's true. It is French and German. Okay, so I
But
kind of did.
it's Luxembourgish, by the
Yeah,
way,
it
apparently.
is. It is. Is she speaking Luxembourgish then? Is it? It's just French she's singing.
I think we can just ask it if you want to just
Yeah,
like
please let
quick.
us know down below what it is, because like I thought it was just
Is
French.
it is this Luxembourgish? I
But
won't rest well until I know about
the
this.
next one is Australia. When I watched the music video of this, I was very underwhelmed. When we were talking to Apostolis, Oz mentioned that it doesn't give away too much because there isn't really much in this music video. With the song itself, it just didn't do too much for me. However, I absolutely love the ethnicity in this, and it sounds just like where it comes from.
I think this is a qualifier as long as they bring
The didgeridoo. Yeah, the big, long.
the big, long, thick Australian instrument. If they bring it, it's a qualifier. We need to see it on stage. If I don't see it, I'll be very disappointed.
Agreed. And I
SBS,
think
if you're watching, look at my finger.
it's really wagging. If this wasn't this year, I would be going 100% this is going to qualify, no question of a doubt. It's a really good song and it is as well. It's very radio friendly too. And we've been wanting to see Electric Field go to Eurovision for quite some time now. They have been trying.
Absolutely. They've been actually trying for a very long
They're
time.
gonna have the passion, right? So most likely this is gonna go forward, but there is a part of me that's a little bit maybeing about it.
We will definitely come up with an alternative list towards semifinals and like amend this list.
Sure.
Like we will definitely change our minds. But for the time being, I think Australia is a qualifier. Well, we're almost at the end of the semifinals. The next one is Azerbaijan.
Yes.
I really feel like Azerbaijan is, first of all, much better than last year. Much better than last year. I would love to say yes because Azerbaijan are almost like my people. I'm Turkish. Turkey is no longer on Eurovision, so like the most proximate I can feel to a country is Azerbaijan. So like, hello, of course I would like to have Azerbaijan present on Eurovision, but this one better bring a good staging. In this semifinal, we may need to say sachet away, which is a quote from Drag Race. I don't know why I'm doing this.
Who watching this that doesn't know what that is?
Just for context, just to let people know.
I've listened to this song. It does have some Azerbaijan influence in there, which I do appreciate. Again, that's one
Mhm.
of the biggest things for me. So they've got that.
Mhm.
But and it is better than last year. I don't see this qualifying this year, unfortunately. The last song of this list is Moldova. I mean, I remember it.
That's a good song. I don't really. So
But that's the only bit I remember.
okay, I'm gonna go ahead and say yes. I remember it too.
Is that enough this year?
I don't think so. No. And like Moldova being the last with that particular song,
Yeah,
maybe.
they pretty much just killed themselves with that. Throughout this whole video, there is so much energy throughout. And then you've got these beautiful ballads, and then you've got this song which it's towards the end where
Mm,
people are gonna have their energy levels are gonna been used, if that makes sense. Like,
yeah.
and this isn't enough this year.
Yeah, exactly. I mean, like the last three in the semifinal is giving me anxiety.
It's not a bad song. It's just it's a bit meh, middle ground, and we don't have room for middle ground in this contest anymore. We
Yeah.
need winning potential for it to even qualify.
Yeah, absolutely. But like all in all, I think in this semifinal we will have a lot of fun. Eurovision is all about that, celebrating
Yeah.
all of these countries,
Yeah.
and it's a strong year. Like, do you think like we have maybe like a similar hype or maybe even more than 2021? Because I know it's like one of your favorite years. It's mine as well.
Yeah, yeah, of course. 2021 is I think a lot of Eurovision fans' favorite years,
Yeah.
and it was very, very strong. But I think this is more for me. This has got
Yeah.
more my taste. This has got more my taste
Good,
of
because
music.
I actually also believe that this year is very much like my drive. You also want to point out to what's happening in the interval because for the first time, we are gonna get something this year.
We're going to get the big five and the hosting country to perform their song in the semi-final intervals.
Semifinals, yeah. We usually
So,
do, like snippets in the semifinals, yeah?
yeah, normally it will give people a bit of a head start on what they might want to vote for in the final, which a lot of people I think quite divided about this. So let
Mm.
us know down below what you think about this because I'm very curious. But like they're thinking that, oh, they're getting ahead a little bit because number one, they don't need to qualify. And number two, no one's ever seen the performances before live until the final normally. So I think it's going to be really interesting
Yeah.
because it might affect the voting in the semis. I don't know.
Like it may actually lead to more twists and turns, which I'm so ready for.
Yeah. But also, are people going to get confused? I'm going to be like, oh, I can't vote for this. Why can't I vote for this?
Are they going to be riots?
But anyway, shall we quickly go through what we thought was going to qualify and not so we
Yeah.
can have a little board up?
Mm-hmm. Okay, so in the first half, we said yes to Ukraine. We said yes to Cyprus.
No to Poland, I
Yes
think
to
this year.
Serbia.
Yes to Lithuania.
Yes to Croatia.
Yes to Ireland.
Yes to Slovenia in the second half.
No to Iceland.
Yes to Finland.
Yes to Portugal.
As for Luxembourg, we have to sadly say no, although we really like the song, but all things considered, and the semi-final being quite a difficult one, we have to say no.
Yes to Australia.
Question mark / no to Azerbaijan.
And unfortunately, again, no to Moldova. We'll wait and see until the rehearsals, and then we will have a revised version of this. Don't get mad. We don't know what's going to happen.
If you're mad, leave a
So-
comment.
And we will be doing semi-final 2 predictions after this, and it will be going over to Oz's channel. So stay tuned for that. I'll put a link down in the But anyway, thank you so much, Oz, for coming on.
Thank you so much. A pleasure as always. I'm so glad that we are doing this again. Thank you so much
Yes.
for having me on your channel. It is always and always will be a pleasure.
Same goes to you. You know that. I love you very much. Anyway, we are going to go and we will see you very, very soon. Bye-bye.